Clarence, what did you think about your first C10s in the park?
I loved it. I loved all the people coming by, congratulating us on the truck and coming talking about it. Especially people that didn't know who we were. That was fun too, because then I got the opportunity to really explain what we'd done compared to viewers coming by and seeing it. They kind of knew, but it was still fun to get to explain it to them even. But I loved it. Can't wait to go back next year.
Well, guys, welcome to our video where Clancy's already in bed.
No, do it the other way. Pull it.
That's the fastest speed it's got.
Okay, thank you. Get out of here.
Did he just tell you to get out of there?
No, it's in one.
Clancy's like, I want to go to bed.
You better get your charger because your phone will be dead tomorrow.
What'd he say?
He can plug it into the... He said he don't feel like plugging his phone.
I'll bring you a charger in a minute.
You don't even bring the charger in for me at night.
All right, guys, welcome to our video. Bar 7 Ranch, Cody and Erica, Clancy in
Clancy
bed.
in bed, and it's currently 11:15 on a Friday night.
We rolled into Waxahachie.
So, we got here about 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
We left Gatesville about 2:15 or so.
We need to sit this somewhere.
Okay.
It's heavy. How about you guys sit right here to talk to us?
Wow.
On the microwave. You're on the microwave.
So yeah, we came down for C10s in the park, and tonight it's C10s in the park's actually on Saturday, and it's from like 8 to 4 or
8 to
something
4,
like
I
that.
think.
But
You gotta get there at 4 a.m.
There's kind of a big like meetup at a church parking lot here in Waxahachie on Friday nights. They call it the drive-in, where everybody cruise in, kind of parks and walks around. Like I think that's kind of more for the folks that have cars or trucks in the show to kind of park and walk around and look at everybody's stuff before all the people that don't have cars and trucks at the show to come in and look at your stuff.
Then you
and
kind of
talk.
feel obligated to sit at your truck and talk to people.
So anyways, we drove down tonight for that, and that's really the farthest trip we've made in Clancy's truck. So it's about a 2-hour drive, so about 100 miles or so, 120 miles, something like that, not quite, but the truck did good. We thought we were going to have some overheating issues, but I think it's just Clance was just maybe too heavy a foot. And we put a little bit of antifreeze in it, 50-50 mix, so it may not have been completely full like we thought it was because, you know, it's not leaking anything, but we put about a half a gallon in there, and it seems to be doing good after that. So other than that, we got to meet a whole lot of people today.
Yep. I have one little clip of it. I didn't get the camera out because the minute we got there, it was just like crazy. That's how I figured tomorrow was going to be, but I'm going to try to have the camera out anyways.
And we got to, you know, you want to, I don't want to sound like, what do you call that? Like boastful or like you got a big head or anything like that. But like when people come and they're like, man, we were hoping to see you here and we're glad. And
like you want to genuinely get to talk to them and like get to know them for a few minutes.
Right. We don't want to just be those kind of people like, oh yeah, thanks for watching, and just turn around and talk to somebody else, you know. Because the thing about these pickups and stuff is, you know, this is a whole community of people. I mean, and like we talked to some folks that were like 10 or 15 guys that drove down from, I think, Abilene or something, and, you know, a part of their C10 truck club all came down for this. And just everybody that's there has got a story about their vehicle and how much it meant to them and to get it and redo it.
And just like the whole reason we got to even have a spot in the park is from getting to know Dalton and his mom last year at C10s in the park. And then Dalton reached out and said, hey, I've got because you can't,
ticket.
It's really hard to get tickets. They sell out in like 3 minutes and people get extras. And so he had an extra to give us. So luckily, that's how we got in.
I mean, we've already made a bunch of friends here. I mean, we met people that we met last year, and they were like, I mean, it's overwhelming and humbling to see the amount of people that have followed along with the story of the square body build with Clancy, and like, you know, man, this is just awesome that y'all are doing that together, and just hearing the stories from when they worked with their dad or their grandpa, or, you know, that they can't wait till their kid gets old enough. So it's been an awesome, and since the little punks lay down in there with the door shut, it's kind of a proud mom and dad moment to see him shaking hands with adults and talking to them about what he's done on his truck and carrying on those adult conversations, which is very strange for a homeschool child to be able to conversate with people.
I'll tell
because
you
they're-
what the best part was is being behind y'all all the way up here and just like watching y'all and talk and stuff. Like
I was
to,
trying to.
I had to get my video camera out for a second just to get the view of y'all driving up here. It was like, oh,
So Clance drove all the way from our house to
Hillsborough.
Busey's
Bucky's in
in
Hillsborough.
Hillsborough, and then he's like, "Dad, I really, he wanted to eat him a barbecue sandwich because we hadn't eaten dinner yet." So I'm like, "All right, well, you eat, and I'll drive down the interstate."
Mom also just thought we shouldn't get on the interstate.
And then, of course, then we park. We get to Waxahachie, and we let him drive, and it's
Oh, yeah, that was crazy. There's just so much traffic, and then
But we didn't die, so we're here tonight. So, but I'm ready to go take a shower because we just got back from Georgia last night around 6 o'clock, and I've been at the cleaners all morning trying to get stuff done, and Erica's been working me like a rented mule since I've been home. So
yeah.
I'm going to go take me a shower and get in bed, and we'll see y'all in the morning.
Yep.
Morning. All right, guys, we made it to the park. We took 2 vehicles down here, so I had to bring mine to the park. So the boys were in the line of trucks waiting to get in and park, and I was not. So I went ahead and went and got some breakfast to bring to them. And now he kind of told me where they're at. So now I'm going to go find them because they're somewhere in line. He said they haven't made it to the parking spot yet, but they're in line to park somewhere over here. So I'll show y'all some more cool trucks along the way. Because I don't know how much we're going to get to show you throughout, since we'll be pretty busy at our own truck a lot of the time. Morning.
Morning.
This park is pretty big, and once you get all these trucks in here, we've only done this. We only came one time last year, and I kind of remember where he said they were at in line. But you basically have to circle around the whole park before you can go to the parking spot you want. So now it's just a matter of finding where they're at in the line. There are a lot of food trucks here. That's good. Maybe we'll be able to find us a hamburger patty or sausage for lunch. So the crazy thing was, our friends Dalton and his mom, they were going to get up and head this way at 4:30 this morning. We didn't leave our hotel or our room until like 5:30 this morning, and they were going to save us a spot because they're super sweet. And Cody called Dalton while we were in line, or while they were in line, and Dalton's like, "Yeah, I think y'all are ahead of us in line." And Cody's like, "How are we ahead of y'all?" And basically, we came in on the right side of town, is what happened. Because if you came in on the side Dalton and them came in on, it was lined up for miles. I mean, I wish I'd have got my video camera out, because it was the coolest thing to see how long they were lined up. But if you came in on our side of town, there was like barely a line. So Cody got in and got to turn into the park way earlier than Dalton and them, and they'd been waiting in line for an hour longer or something. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna give up and call Cody, see where they might be now, because I don't see them. I don't know where I'm at really. Okay, I just called Cody and I was like, okay, I did not see y'all. Where are y'all at? And he was like, just sit down and wait. And when we get parked, we'll tell you. And I looked up and I heard them. I was like, I know that's them. I looked around and found them. I don't really know where they're going right now, though. Cody loves this thing. It's so cool. Here's our little spot right here. Got all the trucks over here. What's the matter? He doesn't want to stick it on?
No, I don't want to stuck on my foot.
Oh, what? Really? That's weird to me. Like,
If I stick it on there, I'm going to take it off.
like I can't wait to put mine on and collect them all.
Mine's on a show truck. Like, half these guys don't even got registration tags.
I know.
That old sucker smoked everybody out, hadn't it?
Yeah.
Which one was that?
That's that old
That's that big green one.
Like the
Oh,
old feed truck
yeah.
thing.
I got a little video of it because it's so cool.
But,
There's no way it gets good gas mileage if it does that all the time. Or diesel mileage.
Here's my favorite truck so far. Look at that view.
I mean, I'm sure he's got something turned on.
This thing is filling up fast. This is nothing near where we're supposed to be like 1,300 trucks here. We'll have to walk you through hopefully later. But we have a good seat over here watching them drive by. So it's nice not to be in the middle or anything, so we're out here watching. You can load that thing up with watermelons.
They probably still use that one today.
They might. They got straight line wheels. It's that Wrangler area. Cody, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, man.
So cool.
Yeah, well, he wants to get yeah, we got pickup there. These are the brothers cut wide as about us. Okay.
Jesus made this engine. God made this engine.
Back in the day, we tried to make it work.
On the 8th day, he made this.
Yes. I promise you, this is an anointed, holy engine. LSs, you can't blow them up. There's something about them. This is a 300,000 mile junkyard top.
Really?
Yes. I mean, all I did was pull it out of the top, take it to the head shop, and had them do the heads like valve springs, all the
Journey HQ.
the heads on it with Summit cam. They've been working on it. Maybe it's just that. I never come off.
Y'all found it?
We walked by it like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Find the pizza?
Okay, guys, it is 3:10. Me and Clarence are pooped, sitting in the truck. He's vegging out on the phone. We're gonna stop now. Guys, it's dying down. We haven't got to video much, but we're saying bye to some of the last people that are stopping by. Everybody's starting to fall out.
What do you mean?
Like a chip or a tuner or something on
Yeah,
it?
he does. He got a whole bunch of crap on that.
All right, you want the, did mom, do you give mom the microphone or you got it?
You want the mic?
Okay.
I don't know what we're doing.
We closing out our YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, we made it home from our first annual C10s in the park that we've made it to. Inaugural. So last, if you've been following along with us for very long, last year Clancy and I were doing our very best to try to get this pickup to C10s in the parks in Waxahachie, Texas, and like a couple of days before, we didn't even have the body set on it or anything, and we were like, man, we had some lofty dreams, but we didn't get there. But
we
this
went and checked it out last year.
And
walk around.
And we met some really cool people and got to make some new friends last year that we got to see this year. One of those being Dalton Ford and his mom Barbara, and Dalton was gracious enough that he bought an extra ticket and gave it to Clancy because we didn't get our tickets bought in time. They sold out in just a few
3
minutes.
minutes.
So
C10s is a big deal. Like there were supposed to be like 12 or 1,300 trucks there in this like one little park, you know.
And it's growing every year. I think we got to talk to the guy that puts it on, and you know, like the first year they had 35 trucks, and then this is the 9th year maybe.
Yeah. I think
And they're like, you know, selling out at 12 or 1,300 tickets. That's all that they can fit in there. So
they go out in 3, like you get on there and you got to get them in the first like 5 minutes.
So, but we were able to get into the park, and I just want to say from all of us how humbling it was, the number of people that came by and congratulated Clancy on his build and came to look at his truck. You guys, the viewers that came by to say, hey, you know, we wanted to see it in person, and how many of them were just like, hey, it's better in person than it is on the videos. And it's just really, it really is humbling that you guys see us as family and think of us that way. I mean, so many people were like, man, I just really feel like I know you, you know. And I told my wife, you know, that I know you guys, and she's like, you watch them on video, that's not the same thing. But I mean, that's what we really want, as if you wanted to call it creators, is to have that connection with you guys. So Clance, what did you think about your first C10s in the park?
I loved it. I loved all the people coming by, congratulating us on the truck and coming talking about it, especially people that didn't know who we were. That was fun too, because then I got the opportunity to really explain what we'd done compared to viewers coming by and seeing it. They kind of knew, but it was still fun to get to explain it to them even. But I loved it. Can't wait to go back.
It's also neat to hear all the stories that everybody had about their truck at home, or how probably the number one thing I think we heard the whole time was, what was the number one thing you think you heard the whole time? What did almost everybody say to you? Nothing. Okay.
I don't know what he wants me to say.
What did almost everybody tell you about this pickup?
About this one?
Yeah.
I don't know. If it
Almost everybody told in front of her and told him, don't ever get rid of this truck.
Don't ever get rid of it. Yeah.
You will regret it.
I thought it was
And
something
I
like
know. I was like, I don't know.
Did-
No,
like,
it's simple.
That was not. That was not.
Almost everybody told him, you know, that, hey, you know, I had a truck just like this when I was your age, or, you know, and I got rid of it. Man, I wish that. Don't ever get rid of this thing. You'll just. So, I hope he takes that to heart. You know, I mean, you never know what the future holds, what kind of, you know, hard times may fall, and you may have to get rid of it to provide for you or your family or something. Who knows? But I hope that you're able to keep it forever. And we made lots of new friends. So maybe next year we'll see if we can get somebody to go with us that's not
we need to do that.
a part of the family, you know, not like Fred or somebody that we can get to just kind of video stuff throughout the day. And, you know, it's kind of like when we were at our Takeuchi school. I mean, being able to talk to everybody and hold a camera and do stuff, it just kind of, you just don't have enough hands sometimes. But we really do want to say thank you to you guys for following us along on this. This truck is not completely finished. We've still got quite a few things to do on it, but it's really kind of minor cosmetic
All the
stuff.
big stuff is done, I feel like.
We still got door panels to put in. We got some exhaust issues to fix. We got, you know, just some little stuff. But we'll keep you, you know, keep you guys in the loop on that. And it won't be long. We stopped on the way to C10s in the park and saw Erica's truck. They're getting the transmission and the transfer case rebuilt in it. So hopefully, by the time you see this video, you might already have seen updates on it on short form platform, short video platform. Guys, thank y'all for everything. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. Let us know if you got any comments or questions. We may not get to all of them, but we'll try. And y'all keep wrenching.
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 I said ranching.
Wrenching, wrenching, praying.
Keep wrenching, and praying. There you go.
There we go.
Keep wrenching, and praying.
We